Somebody call a doctor because Bad Medicine's back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are diving back into season 1 of Peaky Blinders. This is episode 6. And again, first time watch for me. Well, Campbell seems to have everything wrapped up, so he's probably going to head home and no issues, right?
Yeah, we'll probably never hear from him ever again. It's nice to know you, Sam Neill, in this show. No, I'm definitely ready, willing, and able because after last episode, we thought that was kind of more the season finale, so I'm really ready for this episode.
Yeah, this isn't just episode 6, my guy. This is the season 1 finale. The show came highly recommended. It has absolutely delivered every minute of every episode. Can't wait to see how they wrap up season 1.
Bring the chaos, I hope. Let's go!
Oh, I guess he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
He forgot a suit.
Oh, I knew he was.
Remember, he told Churchill, I got one more thing to do.
Something to wrap up.
He wants to put a GPS tracker in Shelby's jacket.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like a homing pigeon.
What?
Basically a bird.
What's a pigeon in there?
Oh, yeah, careful.
Service?
Ding, ding, ding.
We don't open 2 more hours. You come back later.
Police?
Oh, jeez. Well, I guess we're open.
Inspector Campbell, sir. Any trouble, sir?
That is, I'm given to understand by several of my officers that people come here, that men come here for a certain purpose.
Oh, is he? Wow, I didn't expect that out of Campbell, if it's what I think.
Want some company?
Yeah, well, he saw the love of his life with Thomas.
Check your kits. Check your weapons.
Just
What's going on? We're doing it today.
we're gonna go see Billy.
I've told you to keep the doors locked. Could have been anyone. We're doing it today. So he's done it by 9. It's not a day for knocking.
Not a day for knocking.
Make sure you're done by 9.
Today will be the last time, Paul.
For as much as
One
we
last
always
job.
Say, one
One
last.
last job.
One last job, and we're off to
This
Tahiti.
Family meeting.
He all but said it.
Family.
Family.
Well, of course, today is the last one. We only have 5 more seasons to go.
Yeah, only 30 more.
I'm sorry I kept you. It is so early.
I didn't sleep last night.
Still proper.
He's either going to break down crying or this is going to go really, really bad.
I'm confused almost. I mean,
Yeah,
not about where he's at, but like, what is he doing?
Like I said, it's either,
think
he's paying for company, like
Yeah.
like literally just company, or
he
he's
wants
gonna
to
like
try to forget.
or he's gonna snap. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this.
We can also clean and press your shirt while we do this.
Oh, it's a very efficient service.
I was just gonna say that's.
Jeez.
I'll make you young as well.
Oh, nice. I like the shot.
Transition.
She's putting on the others taking off.
Wasn't she?
That's
at
where
the
She's in the
meeting
museum
spot?
where they meet.
Yeah, they're meeting.
Or wait.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you're right, Andrew, because that's where right here.
Well, first that one guy that walked out. Oh, it's.
Oh, boy. I'm sure you're gonna get what's coming to you, pal.
Yeah, we don't talk to Tommy Shelby's girl like that.
You have betrayed every principle and standard of honor that was your birthright. And for what?
Oh no, is he gonna...
Love.
Oh, she said it.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Did I do that?
It's okay. You're a special, special customer.
Would you sit with me for a moment? Please.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna go good.
How much time has passed?
Yeah.
Oh.
For the suits.
You want to hear something funny?
Oh boy.
Not for free. Oh, he is still there.
Oh,
All
he's
right.
gonna go in there.
I'm unarmed.
I thought you came here to clean up the city, not to sleep with its whores.
Oh, jeez.
I have a meeting with Mr. Winston Churchill at midday, and no doubt he intends to congratulate me on finding those stolen guns. And you still don't know how we found them, do you?
Here we go.
Before the day is over, your heart will be broken. Just the same as mine.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
Well, y'all, but basically just told him there.
Inspector, I have my family.
Family.
Enjoy your day.
So he basically told him without telling him it was Grace.
Oh, little one. You're much better with him than I am. Settles quicker with me because he can't smell the milk. You're tired. Let's put him down. Man would tear us for the tit. They'd been stolen in a robbery and they said some porter at the hotel had been coshed. And a woman from round here told the police about the sheets. Jealous, you see, of the new sheets. And when the police came, they found her spirit still, making a few drops of gin. They took my children from me. They never told me where they took them. And they did it because they could, and because I was weak.
Oh my God, that would be the worst.
Do you know why? Because Tommy won't let them. Because Tommy won't let them walk all over us. Now it is Tommy that has brought strength and power to this family. Because he knows you have to be as bad as them above in order to survive.
That's awful.
Because I want you to forgive him.
How can I? When my Freddie's rotting in jail because of him.
Well,
It wasn't him.
Yep. Freddie getting out today?
no, I think he's going to get some.
I told the Prime Minister personally that the guns had been retrieved, and he actually heard me and listened, and I'm pretty sure he gave me a half smile. He never usually smiles unless a political opponent dies.
Oh, Jesus.
I plan to put your name forward in the New Year's honours list.
Nice socks.
That would be too much, sir.
Nonsense. You deserve it. As I recall, he wrote to me several times about an undercover operative, a woman. Was she involved in the discovery? Does she deserve some kind of commendation?
What are you going to do?
Yes.
Wow.
A truly loyal servant to the crown. And that is what the record should state.
And what of the men who actually stole the guns? The Peaky
Blinders, sir. If we were to make arrests, the whole thing would end up in open court, and I know we wish to keep this matter confidential.
So they'll go free?
Not quite, sir. See, I have plans for the Peaky Blinders.
Shit, he's actually gonna be telling him.
We're going to the Worcester races. Track opens at 1, we get there at 2. Now, Kimber thinks we're going there to help him fight the Lee brothers. Thanks to the efforts of our John and his lovely new wife, Esme.
He'll do.
I interrupted those efforts this morning, and I can assure you all, John is making great sacrifices. We take him out and leave the bookies. I expect a swift victory, which will send a signal all the way to London that we believe in letting legitimate businesses run peacefully.
What about Kimber himself?
I'll deal with Kimber. Any other questions?
Yes. Oh, does anyone object if I bring a newcomer to the meeting?
Oh,
no boy.
The sister?
It's going to be Ada, or is it going to be... That's why they
Ada or
boosted Freddy.
I'd like to introduce
Ada.
the newest member.
Ah, little guy.
Oh, come on, Ada.
We named him Carl, after Karl Marx.
Oh, bloody Marx. Let me get a look at him.
Oh, here we go.
Look. He looks just like me, look.
Careful with the razor blades in that hat, though.
Am I forgiven?
If what Aunt Polly says is true, you are.
It's true.
Thank you, Tommy.
I can't get over the baby with the razor hat.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
Someone who wants to keep his eyes. They came to my house, told me to volunteer for this.
Who did?
Peaky Blinders.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Tommy.
And those guys were just nose to nose with each other before. Now he's helping them get out.
Well, we'll see. Look at that
That's
shot.
pretty cool, the way they shot that, the reflection in the water.
We have to reshoot it. All right, nobody walk in the water for the next 20 minutes while it gets nice and calm for that shot again.
That is the coolest shot right there. It's like the 90s version of walking away from an explosion.
Yeah. Of course, they throw that in there.
That's got to make the cut, right? Oh,
No, not sure
red
what
shirt.
happened.
Red shirt.
Whoa! That's the one they saved.
It's like your friends are here.
Oh, they're here, all right.
Yep.
Stay down on the drag! Well, this one's for you!
Danny!
Danny, you're dead. Nah, I've been living in London. Same thing.
Jeez. Oh, we got a lot going on right now.
Oh, I thought they were walking up to Kimber's place. They're just...
Let's get boring.
Seamus must have been there earlier.
Must
You
have
have the
been.
enclosure tickets and the register of bookkeepers on the track.
In me coats. Did a good job, Grace. That's what it is, isn't it?
Watch.
Oh, this is fancy. No dipping beers in buckets.
I like, though, how they have to pump it, though.
Yeah.
Tommy,
We'll talk about it more when I get back, all right?
when will you be back?
How is this house going to be, eh?
When I feel like it.
You wait to get home for me. Say, what time do you call this?
The barony's changing.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I think he's sensing something good.
Give her a good see into before we go.
Good to
Well,
see you.
Campbell basically told him his heart would be broken.
Yeah. Oh, she's got tears.
You have a contract of employment with a real limited company. You remember?
I remember everything. Tommy.
I am going to make a success of this. I am going to make a success of it. I am.
I know.
I'm not talking about marriage. We know each other. We can talk. The same.
He still doesn't know.
Right. Tell him what you just told me.
Just heard there's two vans driving up the Stratford Road. An old corporal of mine said he recognised some of the men. He said it's the Kimber boys, and they're heading this way.
That kind of got flipped up.
How'd they get tipped off? Oh, is
Hey,
Grace?
they left off on that, and now the Kimber.
Yep.
He's gonna think.
Kimber's men are on their way here.
But who else knew today was the day you were moving on, Kimber? I mean, you said you kept it a secret. Who else did you tell? There's only one thing can blind a man as smart as you, Tommy. Love.
Lerv.
That barmaid.
It's been her all along, Tommy.
I'll deal with Grace. If you set eyes on her again, you might kill her.
The cause and solution to all your problems. Like how Paul figured it out in like 0.5 seconds, and it's been 5 episodes for Tommy.
I heard there was trouble.
Instinct's a funny thing. See, normally I can tell about a person, but with you...
Look, the fighting's about to begin. We should get out of here.
We know who you are. Tommy knows as well. Turned out that copper as good as told him this morning, but I wanted to hear it from your own lips.
She's got her piece. Yeah.
I am an agent of the Crown. I have the power to arrest and the right to use force.
Not anymore.
So who are you? Rich girl, I'd guess. Unionist. You thought Fenians, communists, low people. They're all the same. Scum. Then you met Tommy.
And you fell in love.
I'll fight you with my fists and show you how a rich girl fights. I'm from a tough family, too.
Are we getting a fight? Fisticuffs?
Nah.
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 We women have more sense. Why don't you pour us both a drink?
And let's discuss this. Is that what they're going to do?
I will say Aunt Paul respects her.
So am I right? Did you fall for Tommy?
Yes.
Oh, it's double agent time.
I think he'll try to kill me.
It's too soft.
Soft?
Soft. Like you. You saved his life the night the coppers came. That's why we're drinking, not fighting. We owe you.
What was he like?
He's gonna flip her.
Before France?
He laughed. A lot. He wanted to work with horses.
She's gonna flip him. Flip her.
After all this is over, he might forgive you. No, he might take you in. Can never tell with men. They go for whoever they point at, and there's no change in their minds. I will never forgive you, or accept you, or take you in. And it's me who runs the business of the heart in this family. And as far as I'm concerned, you're a snitch from the parish. And if you're not gone from this city by tomorrow, I'll kill you myself.
Okay.
Aunt Paul.
Wow.
Okay, that's
Wasn't
not the
expecting
way
that.
I thought it was gonna go.
I guess I didn't know what to expect, but when she said, let's sit down and have a drink, it wasn't that.
Well, it's amazing how she just took control.
Yeah.
Diffused the gun, and then boom.
Maybe what really upsets you is the thought that one day you might lose him.
Oh. Little comeback.
Oh, Grace isn't done yet.
Just a little bit to make her think.
And they say that, and they have her say that after they made a point of her telling the story about her 2 sons getting taken from her.
Yep.
Which is why she's so protective of the family itself.
Good call. I really thought, too, we were going to get more of Aunt Paul getting the answers from Grace, but there wasn't much.
Things have changed. We fight them here today. Now, they're going to come for the pub. They're going to try and break us up for good. And we'll have no help from the law today. That pub there is called the Garrison. Well, now it really is one. And it belongs to us. Right?
Right!
How many are there? Jeremiah said 2 Riley vans. So I reckon we're outnumbered 3-1. Ah. But it's up.
Jesus.
I know you've vowed to God to never pick up a weapon again. But can you ask him from me if you can help us today?
God says he don't deal with small heaths, sir.
Good man. Arthur, it's good boat. You take the flanks, just like at San Marie.
Sure.
Curly, if any Shelby man dies here today, you bury us side by side. We've about 10 minutes. Make your peace with whoever.
Is Danny gonna come in with that?
With Frankie?
Yeah, with Frankie.
I think Danny and Frankie probably helped join.
We think a gang fight's about to break out.
When all officers and constables stood down in the following areas: Bordersley, Small Heath, Chardin, Greet.
Oh, look at you having a whole list.
Pulling them out.
The vehicles approaching the city should not be impeded.
What the hell is going on?
Let dog eat dog. Let the beasts devour each
They'll
other.
take care of who has ever left.
And then we shall pick the bones.
Let them do the heavy work.
Yep. They'll come in and play cleanup.
Yep.
She's gone then. You're not accustomed to not getting what you want, are you, Tommy?
This guy's pushing it.
You got a fair price. What I got was an ultimatum, like you give to everybody. Do it or else. Everybody around here, they want you to win this battle.
I think what it is, you're bad men, but you're our bad men. Will you go looking for her?
She's in the past.
I don't believe it.
The cinematography, the reflection, and now this tight shot, so cool.
The future is no longer my concern either.
What is your concern, Tommy?
Right now.
5 minutes, although.
The soldier's minute. In a battle, that's all he gets. 1 minute of everything at once. And anything before is nothing. Everything after. Nothing.
His world just changed in a matter of like 15 minutes.
That's why he's saying 1 minute, because it's almost like that, too. 1 minute he's with Grace, and in 1 minute it went from love to that to disaster.
Tommy, they're here.
That little man needs to get out and hide.
Oh, here we go. Oh boy,
Ooh, that's a
a
lot.
lot of people.
Oh, yeah,
And
3 to
another
1.
van behind him.
Yep.
That might be the one van unloaded.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this shot.
Kimber just
hanging out in the back.
Let me view it from back here.
I'll make my presence known, but I'll be in the back.
I'll be back here.
Let me know what it's
look, he's in front.
Now he is.
Oh,
that's changed
Well,
quick.
here we are trying to have fun answering. He
yeah.
proves us wrong.
He sprints. What did he sprint in front of everyone?
Guys, I can see what we've got.
Oh my gosh.
It's got to be Danny and Freddie.
All guns and no balls, right, Billy boy?
Oh, look at this.
Danny's got the machine gun.
Just give the order.
The men that have arrived in Garrison Lane are armed with rifles.
I don't think he cares.
Their methods of self-destruction are not my concern.
Oh, my God.
Gunfire in Salt Lake.
It's the ravings of an old soldier with shell shock.
We only found 24 of those 25 Lewis guns. If they were to get to use one...
Here we go.
You said it was a devil's work to look the other way.
I am not looking the other way, Sergeant Moss. I am looking directly at the events of the day, and I like what I see.
Oh.
So the sergeant was pretty legit.
Too late for all that. You've bit off more than you can chew, you little toe rag, and now I'm going to take over this shithole.
Oh. We have to use guns. Let's use proper guns.
Yep.
Reporting for duty, sir. You were saying something about being outgunned.
Oh boy.
Oh, look at that shot.
Is Kimber going to back off?
I think so.
No.
What is... Ada,
What are you doing?
I believe you boys call this no man's land.
Ada!
Shut up and listen.
Have you lost your
I
mind?
said shut up.
What is going on?
Fight if you want to, but that baby ain't moving anywhere.
Oh.
And neither am I.
She's right, you know. Why should all you men die? It should just be them who's caused it.
Oh! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Oh, dear God, son!
Oh!
Kimber and me fought this battle one-on-one.
That's true.
It's over. Go home to your families.
Oh. Oh, did we, like...
Well,
we might have really, really lost
we
Danny.
lost Danny for real this time. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, Danny's...
Oh, look at that shot.
Curly, pick him up.
Tommy get one clean through the shoulder or what?
Looks like
it.
All with a baby right there.
Jesus,
Well,
he's just standing there with that thing.
She did come through A lot better than it would have ended.
That was quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, look who's back.
Tommy knows who I am. What did you say to him?
I told him that his heart would be broken before the day was over. So it seems you've broken 2 hearts, Grace.
Oh, look at this guy.
Just turning around on Grace. Oh, that makes 3.
What a shitty move by this dude. Just because you were infatuated with her, like she should feel bad because she wasn't into you.
You wanted to hurt Tommy the most, and that was the way to do it.
Yeah.
So it didn't go clean through there, Oak.
Nope.
Oh, give the man some
There, I
whiskey.
still have the knack.
He's so happy.
Ooh, the clear stuff.
Nice. Deep breath.
Deep breath, grab back of the head.
You know Arthur enjoyed that.
Sorry if that was loud in the mic. Oh, man, now we got it.
Well, how many other members of the family would it have been down there if it didn't go the way it did?
Well, I was just thinking, like, this is maybe best case.
Mm-hmm.
1 instead of 20.
To Danny was bang. Danny. Now we all die twice.
So Danny whisper. Danny whisper.
Come on. The day is ours. Let's celebrate.
A little bit of that to Freddy. Let's see where that leads.
He had to be thinking there was going to be way more.
Oh, mass carnage. He was.
Oh,
thinking.
yeah.
He thought there was
He's going to get the news right
I'm
now.
ready for it right here, yeah. Oh, did you just see?
Who won?
Well.
So I'm guessing that means Peaky Blinders won.
He was going to celebrate.
Also, the communist agitator Freddie Thorne was taken from his transport by armed men.
Yeah.
Since there were no officers on the street at the time, following your order.
Just burying Campbell.
Prison officers said they recognised the men. They were Peaky Blinders as well. I mean, we could go down there and make a few arrests, but no one will have seen anything. And there were no officers there to witness, so...
The way he's saying it, too.
Yep.
Some things never change. Hey, sir.
You thought you had him, didn't you?
You weren't the guy to clean up the city.
Oh, go call Winston Churchill now.
Look at Campbell. He thought he was the guy to pull it off.
Well, that's probably what he told Churchill, right? Like, these two are going to go at it. We'll let them take care of it.
I got plans.
Yep.
Well, he said he had other plans, yeah.
He's got sons. Should we find work for them?
No, let them be. Let them find ordinary work, like ordinary men.
Yeah, he wants better for his sons.
Yeah, just want him in the life.
Stay out of this business.
Hopefully he takes care of the family, though. Seems like something he would do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could you put me through to Mr. Churchill, please?
What are you going to tell him?
Late night call?
Sir, I have made a decision about my future.
He's going to stay there.
He's going to resign. Let's see which one it is.
I think he's going to stay there because now he's mad about it.
What do you think, Dave? He's going to resign or stay?
I think he's wanting his revenge to prove himself right, so I think he's staying.
3-1.
Tommy, you're hurt.
I'm fine.
I could tell you who I really am.
You know who I am.
Circumstance is not important.
Circumstance.
Is that what it is?
Someday we'll throw this gun in the canal.
Why not now? I love you.
There it goes, Grace.
Oh.
Away it goes. I can say it as much as we like, but there's no chance.
No trust.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in London 1 week. This address. Finish your business here and join me. I have an idea.
Oh, no, boy. That's interesting.
Oh, we got 5 more seasons.
Well, yeah. 30 more episodes.
Come on. Can't all be Grace in America.
Is that Arthur? Just
Drink.
Well, they wanted to celebrate, right?
Yep.
If you check behind the bar, you will find a bottle of champagne.
Ah.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Grace's champagne.
Yeah.
Today was a good day. All of Kimber's men were busy here, so the Lee boys took all the pictures at the Worcester race.
Oh, beautiful.
Worked out well then.
Couldn't have gone better if we planned it.
Shelby Brothers Limited are now the third largest legal racetrack operation in the country. Only the Sotheby's and the Solomons are bigger than us,
Oh,
boys.
Jesus.
Got wasted.
Look at Arthur.
To Shelby Brothers Limited.
Shelby!
They're both just wrecked.
Oh, Jack White.
Oh, look at that. Shelby Brothers.
Look at that. On letterhead.
It's legit.
Oh.
The idea of New York is interesting, but I have worked so hard for this
It's the
day,
way out.
for this victory,
That sign wasn't there for no reason.
for people I need to protect, and people who I love. Before the war, when I had an important decision to make, I used to flip a coin. Perhaps that is what I will do again.
What is he, Two-Face?
Polly tells me you fell in love for real, and Polly is never wrong about matters of the art. I will give you my decision within 3 days. I will mind off. Tommy Shelby.
Somebody walking up on her?
Probably giving her the letter.
Nope.
No.
Campbell.
No way.
Oh! Wow.
No.
Oh.
No.
Stop.
There we go. Oh, no spoilers for season 2. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
What?
Wow.
Well, wait a minute. Wait.
You got stuff going everywhere.
Wait.
What's going on?
Just if we didn't see it,
If we didn't see it,
if
it
we
didn't
didn't
happen.
see it, he could have
He
turned it on himself.
He could have opted out.
shot it at the ground.
He could have opted out right in front of her, being like, "Hey, this is what you made me do." Maybe something like that. We don't know.
If
I don't
we
know.
didn't
I'm
see
sorry.
it,
I'm just so excited.
Get this man a towel over here.
Get control of yourself.
All I did was put my hands down and
These hands, I can't.
I can't control them.
What a fantastic answer there. I feel like I don't know.
Wow. That was a
When started her off?
The whole episode had one vibe to it, and then the last 30 seconds had a completely different vibe and feel to it. Just right off the bat, what a way to end a season. And Tommy, he wants to go legit, but we've seen a handful of other shows where somebody is trying to go legit. They're trying to do the right thing, and they keep getting pulled back into crime. I got a feeling that's probably what's going to happen, but let's give it up for Danny Whizbang. He was there. He pretty much took the bullet for everybody in this episode. Ada coming in with the big save, being like, "Hey, she's seen this all before. They just went through World War I. Her and every other mother and wife and daughter and young son, they all know exactly what happens when that situation lines up, and she wasn't going to let it happen no matter what. She wasn't going to lose Freddie. She wasn't going to lose her brothers, and she did what she had to do, and she managed to talk sense into everybody.
Whoa.
But Billy Kimber thought otherwise, and it came back to bite him now. Our Shelby boys are in control. A couple of things about this episode, and they've been doing it all season with the tight shots and a lot of the symbolism they've been doing in here. This episode, it was especially huge. Well, normally I'd say symbology, but
no, I'm giving Ash a shout out there. Trust Ash.
Especially
symbology there. No, but they really did a lot. I liked how Grace essentially made Tommy the offer to come to New York and to get away from all that, and they even had the sign there at the end saying "way out." Like that was Tommy's way out, was to go to New York with Grace. He didn't choose that. He wrote the letter, flipped a coin, just like he said. And Campbell at the end there, I mean, wow, we saw him draw. We heard a bang, but we don't know the results. And like we always say on Bad Medicine, at least 2 out of 4 of us, sometimes all of us, say if we didn't see it, we don't know what happened. And I'm hoping that that's the case in this one. But Campbell, he thought he had everything figured out. And
that's what was so great.
The best part was the sergeant, we get the idea that he was kind of legit. I think we all had our questions about him. Is the sergeant dirty? Is he not? Well, it turns out he was legit, and he was hoping Campbell was the guy to actually follow through and clean up the city once and for all and get rid of the corruption. And he turned out to let him down. So when the sergeant came in and just ran down the list of everything that went wrong that Campbell thought was going to happen, I think that might have been his moment where, if I could hypothesize here, I think he called Churchill, said he resigned, and I think he opted out on the train platform in front of Grace. That's what I think happened. I think he was so embarrassed by everything he'd done, even when he went down to the party house, I guess I'll call it for lack of a better term, the dry cleaners, where he went and did his thing. And
I'll go with the dry cleaners
because that's kind of that's what it was, Tailors / dry cleaners. Wow. And they gave the impression that things did not go all that well there. I'll leave it at that. So Campbell, not a likable guy for us here as the audience, and that's my speculation as to what happened. Now, the other scene I want to talk about real quick was the scene with Aunt Paul and with Grace. That didn't go the way I thought it was going to go either, with Aunt Paul essentially giving Grace the ultimatum. What a powerhouse of acting by those two. I love that scene. The camera shots, the story they told with their face, the way they delivered the lines was incredible. I loved it. They said, let's just sit down for a drink and solve this. That's why you're not out of here, because of the way Tommy feels. So this was a great finale. I know I had my doubts as to whether or not they could top what the penultimate episode was, and they found a way to do it. This was an awesome finale. I loved it. I can't wait to look forward to season 2.
Before Answer goes, how do you two feel knowing that you just quit 10 minutes in on the first episode?
No kidding.
Epic journey we're on.
It's kind of. In a way,
Dave, how do we feel? We wouldn't even have watched it if it wasn't for the channel. So
it's about these two, not me.
It's a period piece. He can't do that.
It's a period.
It's not about me and Answer.
We turned it around for us, trying to save the day.
It's about you two quitting on the show.
I'll jump in here just since you brought it up. Yeah, for me, again, people, when it came out, this is so good, you got to watch it. I just, like I said, in watching it now the first time, of course, I'd never thought to turn subtitles on, but who watches stuff with subtitles at home anyhow? Actually, I
you probably should know with a young
Mason
kid.
Quinn and I said it a lot of times on the channel, well, during the Walking Dead sessions, is that, some people may hate it, but the amount of detail that they actually give in there, because during there was a
that was on A World Beyond, wasn't it?
Post-credit. Man, did they...
If you didn't have subtitles on, you missed
a lot of information.
Yeah,
Sorry,
there's times I've turned on subtitles. I think if you're watching a movie and little man's in bed or something like that, or some but I don't know. There was something about it just when I watched it. It's funny because I think I said in the beginning of our first one, I couldn't understand what they were saying, and then we watched it. I'm like, it was pretty clear. I think I just had. I was just kind of, I don't know. Maybe I didn't like period pieces like Diamond Day. You know what I think it is?
It's because everybody said how good it was, and you're like, well, I'm going to be the one guy that doesn't like it.
I don't.
Like me with Walking Dead.
I have friends who will still post on Facebook and be like, I'm the 1% who's never seen Game of Thrones. I'm like, that's not a flex. That's like saying, I've never eaten pizza in my whole life. Like, well, you're missing out. Or like, you've never had a Cinnabon. Like, that's not a brag.
Just pick on answer day first Walking Dead and then Game of Thrones.
No, but
I haven't seen either.
But you don't brag about it. You're not like, well, actually, I've never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. I can't stand when people do that. Like, well, you're bragging about missing out on something. Like, in any regard, I guess to answer your question, it all worked out nice because now I get to watch it for the first time with these guys, and it's and the thing is again, you know, one of the things that we've said multiple times on this channel, if you just came here for Peaky Blinders, you know, we've said this, you know, in a handful of I shouldn't say a handful, but enough, where when we watch these shows in this capacity, hyper focus is the term that I like to use. We don't have any outside distractions. Our phones are off. We don't have, you know, dogs barking at the neighbors. We don't have, you know, the air conditioner kicking on and off, what have you. We're watching these shows, and aside from Answer knocking his drinks over, it's pretty easy to focus on what we're doing. And I think this is a show where, and I shouldn't say that necessarily. There's a lot of shows where if you get up, you miss stuff, you miss a lot. But this one really feels like you got to be glued to your TV. So, you know, I'm glad I'm watching it in this capacity. It's fun to watch stuff with the guys. And look, if I'm being honest, another thing, look, you get to my age, and hey, you get to watch some sports with the guys. But like, how many times do you sit around and watch TV shows with the guys anymore? You know, 10 years ago, before the little man, before the fiance, we had Walking Dead parties every Sunday night at my buddy Brian's house. We used to have TV nights. So it's cool to watch this with the guys, and especially with a show like this. Like, obviously, it's a reaction channel. We've done a ton of content, and this is right up there, not just from a storytelling standpoint, not just from an acting standpoint, a cinematography standpoint, a music standpoint. Every single detail about this show was phenomenal. It's like they had a meeting with everybody in the beginning. Okay, we've got a bunch of really good actors together, but everybody needs to be on their A game. We're going to do this. And they just hit a home run with all of it. I love that this episode finished on like this crazy, this cliffhanger that leaves you on the edge of your seat. We had the drama with the standoff. Ada steps in, you know, and Mason Quinn talked about it, but so often with shows like this, the second to last one is the big one. In the last episode, you clean stuff up and set you up for the next season or say farewell. But this one, man, they saved the best episode for last as far as I'm concerned. The acting was phenomenal, and the cliffhanger, oh, come on. I mean, I cannot say enough. And look, Cillian Murphy he's phenomenal in everything he does, right? And it's so crazy to see him in all these different roles, and he's just like this chameleon. It feels like Christian Bale, like where like, oh, who would be good for this? Well, Christian Bale, and it's like
Gyllenhaal.
Christian Bale, you give him any role and he's going to be good in it because he will make himself good in it. And I feel like that's how it was with Cillian Murphy. Kind of the all-star for this whole season for me, though, I think, is Aunt Paul. Like, I feel like she's the glue that holds this whole show together. Obviously, Cillian Murphy, kind of your main character, Thomas Shelby. But I think Aunt Paul holds this together. A big shout out to, I forget his name already, Sam, played Campbell. Sam Neill. I mean,
Sam Campbell.
Sam Campbell.
Sam Campbell Neill.
And such a conniving, self-motivated character. They make you dislike the guy, like, so you fall in love with a woman half your age because she's pretty and nice to you, and because she doesn't feel the same way, now she's the bad one.
She said hi to him.
Oh, this is like the guy who's like,
it was clear as day to him.
I used to bounce at bars, and there was, people who would come in and talk to the bartenders, and look, bartenders, customer service people, they're nice to him every time they see him. The guys fall in love. They ask him out and get turned down. And it's, this
tale as old as time.
This guy here.
See?
But this show, absolutely phenomenal. Every minute of every episode. Big shout out once again to everybody who did the cinematography, the way they did the shots and stuff on this. It enhances the show so much visually. I mean, you have great actors, you have a great story, but the way they shot it, we were watching at the end, you saw the reflection in the puddle coming up, the walk by. I brought up the explosion. We got a little bit of fire. This show, absolutely phenomenal.
All right. Okay, my notes are dry.
Are dry.
That's
now.
why he took that
Paper's
time,
not.
so that way it could dry. Yeah, we'll
Trying to
get
let
to all
Answer's
that.
notes dry.
No, like obviously Paul is the MVP, and what I love is they gave because like we'd been seeing her doing great acting, like this powerful, strong person, and then she had the moment where she finally like cried and let her guard down, talking about how her sons were taken from her, and so then. It was great that they had that story so that way they could set up when Grace said, "Are you afraid of losing him?" And it's like, yeah, she already had her 2 sons taken away from her, and they never told her where they are. She has no idea or anything about them. So that's why she's so protective of the family and wants everything. So once, Grace, she thought did her dirty, like, yeah, they went totally different directions with it because at first they're like, okay, is there going to be talk? What are they going to do about it? And then how are they going to come to, to an understanding? Well, it turns out, no, the understanding is get out of here or else I'll do it myself. Yeah. And so that was
how she
just
flipped that power dynamic.
Exactly.
In the bar when Grace had the weapon.
And she had the little hairpin and she's like, well, I'm not going to play. That's what idiot men do, and stuff that she was saying. It was like so like perfectly executed and just seeing her, where she broke the walls down. It was just amazing. And like the cinematography in this episode was amazing. We thought we were going to get this big battle at the track. We didn't. Instead, it got brought to the Peaky Blinders. You saw that Campbell, Sam Neill, I love him so much, but he did just such a great job this season of me just not really liking him. And you saw that, yes, although he got turned down, you saw that he must not be very good with women in general because like even after he was at the dry cleaners, he asked her to sit and talk, and like obviously she was scared of him, but it's like it seemed like
I think of the way things went. Is
Yeah,
why
but
she got out
but
of it.
he's
blood.
But he's also looking for a companion, and it's like he doesn't. I don't think he has the right sense of how to do it, and like he took like Grace being nice for possible love. I mean, he did say you don't have to really love me; it just be us together type stuff. It's like. That's not what that is.
What an enticing life that sounds.
Yeah, but it was awesome to see that they got Freddie back together. And what I liked is right as they're saying their goodbyes to Danny, they're walking out, and it's been really symbolic in a lot of shows and stuff. And as we're playing God of War, he almost didn't, but he didn't for his son. But he did the pat on the back as they're going out the door, and like usually that's always a pretty big gesture. So I can't wait for season 2. One, because that's a hell of a cliffhanger because they had we have everything taken care of. We got the tracks now. And then boom, cliffhanger because we have the flipping of the coin. What happened exactly at the train station? They ended with the fade to black. And, so I'm excited to see where this all takes us and then even the relationship now moving forward because it seems like that is a very interesting relationship between Frankie and Thomas, but love this season so far.
So Dave and I went back. It was Sally and Michael, so boy and girl.
Oh, boy and girl? Okay. We're 2 children, so
yep.
So thank you for correcting me.
3 and 5.
But still, have no idea.
Yeah, it's this episode was just an absolute banger.
Banger!
With Aunt Paul, she's still my MVP of season 1. And, God, I had a question earlier. You were talking. I had it on just about to say it, but now I forgot it. Hopefully it'll come back.
He's talking too much, messing up things on the channel. What?
No. I'm
able to text us later.
I got something. But either way, I'll keep going on here. So with this episode, we had a lot go on again, just like in every single. Oh, here it is, folks. At the end of this, I'm curious to know: did they already sign off for season 2 after episode 6 aired? Because I know it was a BBC series and then Netflix got the rights, but I'm curious if that ended like that and then everyone was like, oh my god, well, are we getting season 2?
Yeah, where do
or
we
was
go
it
from
already hey, season 1 we are getting a season 2 and then it's kind of up in the air from there. So I look forward to seeing what those answers are there, because if not, and folks had to wait for any news of like, hey, I don't know if this is getting renewed, man, that had to suck, because this first 6 episodes fantastic so far. Again, Aunt Paul is my MVP. Her story in here so far, I'm glad they gave us that story about her 2 kids, because it gives us a little more insight of
why
herself. the way she is, and it explains a little bit more, like you were saying, answering around how she is, obviously because it's family with the Shelbys, but it does explain a little bit more why she cares for Tommy a little bit more. And then, of course, all the other Shelbys that she holds dearly close to her heart. Campbell, man, Sam, Neill, Sam, you're never going to see this, but what an absolute treat it is for us to hate you in this episode, or in this series so far.
What a spiral, how he just went down. You know?
Oh, I know. And I feel like, I kind of feel like that officer, I don't like him. Like, not him, the person.
Wow. You don't know
his
him.
character.
Yeah.
His character in here.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that guy. Hate him personally. No, his character in here, I hate him because he was so hard-nosed on it has to be like this, but it also came off dirty. So when that conversation happened with Campbell there, I was like, oh, wow. So he wanted cleanup, but he didn't get it. Well, in the way that he wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah, when Campbell came in and said all the things, like, I swear at the end there, the way that his lieutenant, the guy talking to Sam Neill,
Sergeant,
was, I felt like he was the audience talking.
Like,
so you did this wrong. You missed this. You fucked up this.
And the way he was saying it too was freaking great because you know we didn't have officers there.
He was so
there was no witnesses.
So snarky. It was great. Seeing Ada, I mean, so probably should have anticipated the opposite. So that's on me. But I thought for sure the last 15 minutes was going to be an all-outright battle. Nope, not at all. Ada comes in. Now, I'm curious to see if some folks nitpick that because, I mean, I think some folks would probably at least kind of have that same sentiment of me. All right, here we go. They don't care if a baby's there. This is going down. But no, just one to Tommy. We lose Danny, and then Tommy just boom on Kimba. And I'm actually kind of surprised slightly that we lost Kimber this early, but it does make sense rolling into season 2 because now, like Tommy was saying there, we are the third largest legit company. So everything makes sense there. I am wondering if we are going to see Kimber's right-hand man who was really calling the shots.
Yeah.
If we're ever going to see him again.
Well, he wasn't there.
No, because remember he said leave the
hands
bookkeepers alone.
Yep.
So again,
take care of the face of the
seeing Freddie and them be on the same team in the last episode, considering all the friction we've had through the first 5 episodes, was kind of cool. A real hero moment, like coming in with
he was reporting for duty.
That was great.
Yeah.
And then, of course, just seeing them celebrate at the end. Well, I should bounce back to Grace here quick. I am curious. She had a great arc in here. I am curious to see now if, well, I have no predictions, I guess. I got to see what happens. I'm 2 thoughts. Campbell did the deed because of his blind rage, or it was a warning shot. I can't imagine that he would. It would make sense if he did take himself out in front of her, but I can't imagine just yet because of how stubborn and hard-nosed he's been that he would take himself out right there. But I could be wrong. But I do hope Grace is moving forward so we could see some more with Tommy and her, because I feel like there were some pieces left on the table for their story that we still need to hit.
Or Tommy made it to the train station in time.
Or Tommy, the coin came up and he made the save to go to the station. But either way,
never know. But
that'd be wild too.
But man,
either way, that's why I'm saying, like, if folks didn't know that this was renewed, and you had to sit there on this, like, we don't even know if we got a season 2. We don't know how the ratings went.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that would have been brutal, folks. That would have been brutal. Oh, we got a rating.
But hey, we know there's a season.
Do we really even need to write it down?
Pretty sure this is. You give me that.
You give me the. Here.
Where is it? Where is it? I thought
Blinders.
this was a kind of a slow burn in the first part.
Slow?
No, the first episode, sorry.
Oh.
For me, so I'm going to say, for now, the intro to season 1 because it's always hard to top season 1. Well, not always. I mean, we got Breaking Bad and some Walking Dead. I just did a quick 4.
A quick 4.
Quick
All
4
right.
here for you folks.
Oh,
of season 1 of Peaky Blinders.
All right,
All right,
answer. You can go ahead.
I almost think us three could go at the same time because I say a 5 because this is a great introduction to a show. Just because this was really well done. The cinematography is top notch. The acting is top notch, and is a captivating story.
5. No complaints. Wouldn't have changed anything. Everything was perfect. If that doesn't deserve a 5, I don't know.
I would have
would.
changed Danny's outcome. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Well, but without Danny's outcome,
I understand that. I know.
My nitpicks on this show are non-existent.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be that you didn't watch it sooner.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I do that. My one problem is
no
I
nitpicks
should have
now,
watched it sooner.
but
none.
You know, however long
Yeah,
ago,
he just
I can't understand.
I can't understand what these guys.
My nitpick.
Look, I might have been having.
Which it was clear as day when they spoke in the first episode too. Like, so much for that argument.
Yeah, I was like, where is that argument coming from?
This was probably one of
Just
those
having a
moments
bad day.
where you're sitting back on the couch, had like Doritos or some loud crunchy chips, just wasn't into
Yeah,
it. I tell you,
I can't understand a thing.
I will say this: I don't love it when the overwhelming majority who try wearing those style hats today, it doesn't work for me. It's like fedora. It's like fedoras.
Oh, hats is what turned you off.
Hats.
No,
It's a
hats.
hat on a hat.
We should go back to the first one.
No,
get that excuse, and then
it's like-
match
like-
it with this
you
one.
know.
Because there's guys who still wear the Peaky Blinders.
Okay,
hats.
yeah, but what if they have a razor blade? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like 1% of the guys can pull them off. Every once in a while, you see a guy with a hat on.
Oh, I know, I
that's
can.
cool. I wish I could pull that off. Or even a fedora, which is like 0.001% of dudes can pull off. But when they can, it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. You can pull that off. I don't like the hats today. Maybe that's it. Switching my excuse.
Okay, all right.
I'm trying to
let
find
All
the
right,
road-
hey,
I'm trying
you
to
and
find the
judge
roadmap
away,
to see where
folks.
Oak's
Yeah,
going with
judge
this
away.
one.
I'm just saying I don't like the
Judge away.
hats. I don't like the hats, so I probably turned it on. I can't stand these hats.
No,
I'm
look,
out.
So here's the.
That explains it. Yeah, look, for me, this was one of
Started
those.
here.
Hey, since we got a minute here, we've gone long anyways. For me, if you're wondering why I didn't watch something like this sooner, British crime drama, I should have loved it, right? Well, it was one of those things that had a ton of seasons. Not a lot of free time. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get to it. Then we started doing the reaction channel. So for the past 2.5, 3,
What about
4 years.
what about when season 1
haven't
was
been able
on?
to do
Oh, I
it.
had a ton of seasons. What about season 1?
That's coming from the guy that binged Game of Thrones in basically a week and a half.
Well, after you guys put it over to me and Diamond Dave said how good it was, I got.
Hey,
okay,
I've
give it
been
a
on
shot.
record. I might have to go back. I said I couldn't get into Game of Thrones until season 6. I suffered through it. I know some people are going to kill me for saying that.
I was
But
6.
I was hooked the first
Well-
episode. I'm like, oh, I've been missing out.
Well, don't kill Diamond Dave just yet.
I know, I'm
but
gonna get
we
buried for that,
because we like him here. So we also love this show. Hopefully, you guys had fun watching us and
See what
enjoyed
season
it
2
with
has,
us. We
huh?
cannot wait for season 2. It's gonna be so much fun. So for Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next season, pals.